Hey folks, this is Mark from Harmonix Tuition, where we give you the knowledge to get good on guitar. Harmonix is your channel for easy to follow guitar lessons for all levels. Back again with an advanced lick today. So advanced players, today is for you. Let's check it out. So as you can see, today's lick is an ascending pure legato run, and you can finish it kind of any way that you want. It ends in E minor, so you can go crazy with pentatonics or whatever you want at the end. I just happened to choose like a kind of heavy rock ending for it just to finish the lick off for demonstration purposes. But go crazy and do as you will. So enough talk, let's break it down. This lick is pretty straightforward. It's just an ascending sixes lick. So we're going to be playing a sequence of 6 notes in various different positions up the neck. And it's all going to be taking place on the B string. The only time we're going to change from the B string is at the end. But you don't need to finish it the way that I finished it in the demonstration. You can just bend up to the E here. So for the majority of this ascending thing, it's going to be pure legato. So I'm using my right hand just to mute the strings. Now you can either use your thumb on the G and your first finger on the E underneath it to keep those strings quiet, so only the B rings out if you were to brush across those 2 strings that you're muting. However, when you're actually playing this in real time to music or whatever you're doing, you may not want to put your fingers here, just mute it with your right hand as you normally would. Okay, just to keep the strings quiet. The frets here are going to be 4, 5, and 7 for the first position, and the sequence is always going to be the same. So we're going to start with the highest note. So that's going to be, in this case, fret 7. Pull off to 4. Hammer to 5. Hammer to 7. Pull off to 5. Pull off to 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Okay. And in this particular case, I'm using my pinky, my second finger, and my first finger. Okay, for frets 7, 5, and 4. So it would look like this. Okay, and I repeat that, say, 4 times. Okay, and that's actually quite a nice little lick. You can do that over and over. If you have a metronome, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the tick is always on the 7 or the highest note of each sequence of 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. That will keep you in time. Okay, next position, we're shifting up now to 5, 7, and 8, and I'm going to be using my first third on the 7 and my pinky for that. Okay, it's quite an uncomfortable shape for some people because it requires the third and the pinky to have some reasonable amount of independence from each other, and they tend to be kind of glued together, especially if you're an intermediate or something and you're not used to having finger independence yet. So here, exactly the same sequence is going to be 8, 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, all legato because we're not using our right hand at all. So okay, that's the second shape. So if we do the first shape here, you'll maybe notice in the demonstration I did the first shape for a little while, the second shape for a little while. I actually did these 4 each. So that would look like this very slowly. Okay, then the next shapes I only do them once. So this shape is 10, 7, 8, 10, 8, 7. Okay, exactly the same sequence of 6, same order I'm playing the notes, but this time I'm using my first for fret 7, my second for fret 8, and my pinky for fret 10. Okay, then I move up to a 2-whole step shape. So I've got my pinky on 12, I've got my second finger on fret 10, and my first finger on 8, and that's again the same sequence. Okay, then as I move up to this position, another minor shape, kind of like this one. But this time, instead of using my first, third, and pinky, I'm using my first, second, and third. So I actually get to use all my kind of finger combinations, really. The only one we're not using in this one is a 2-whole step, first, third, and fourth. Okay, it's the only one we're not using. But you can use that for that one and alternate it just to practice if you want. So this is going to be 13, 10, 12, 13, 12, 10. Okay? Okay, it's a cool little shape. And then the final position. Now, some people would use their third for this. I can understand you might want to do that because it's going to feel stronger and faster. And it's okay if you do. However, I would advise you use your first, second, and fourth. Much like this shape we did, it's exactly the same fingerings, but it's going to be 12, 13, and 15. And again, the sequence will be 15, pull off to 12, hammer to 13, hammer to 15, pull off to 13, pull off to 12. Okay? So the whole thing so far will look like this, slowly. Okay, and then you can either finish with a bend to the E like that and just leave it like that and slide off or whatever. But what I did in the demonstration is I just did, you know, sort of pretty standard heavy rock kind of lick. So the whole thing together at a pretty moderate pace will look like this. So I hope you thoroughly enjoyed that, and you can start doing that immediately as a way to ascend into E minor pentatonics. Quite a nice little way of doing it, and that little sort of harmonic minor bit at the beginning is quite a nice little flavor too. So there's a couple of ideas in there for you to try. If you enjoyed today's lesson, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click the notification bell so you never miss any uploads. Well, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave these videos here for you to check out. Take care, and until next time, bye-bye.